Ladies and gentlemen, for the 915th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Jew.
What up, bitches?
As well as that lady called Jew Boo.
Hey.
Me, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show. What's going on, y'all? So, we know that the Jew got a gambling thing. So...
That's what he's probably doing right now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, literally.
Mind business.
That's
Mind
what you're
business.
doing right now, this very moment. That's what yesterday was. Yesterday was filled completely with gambling and sports. But the day began with watching one of his sons play basketball. So that was like a full day, a full morning of watching basketball. It was the best fucking game I've seen.
Did the boy play much?
No, but...
but it was a good game.
It was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it was like 50-49 was like the final score. And I was on the edge of my seat. And I realized I'm a woo girl.
You're a what girl?
A woo girl.
Oh, you do the woo?
I do the woo, apparently. I didn't even realize I was doing that shit until we got home and Andrew started telling his friends about how I was acting at the basketball game, and he was like, she was on her in the bleachers going, woo, go team, woo. And I was like, oh my God, am I a woo girl?
Well, good for you for at least being into the process.
I was really into it. It was a good fucking game.
I do find crowds of women wooing a little bit annoying.
I didn't realize I was that
really do.
girl.
I really do.
Get her ass off for these kids, man.
It's one thing. I mean, it's cool. Like you're, supporting the children.
I was into it, but he made me feel like he was like, you don't even know these kids.
But that's just good game though. But that to me is like the whole purpose. Like I will literally watch a good game of horse if it's fucking a good game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I would watch a 40-year-old that's not very good play against an 80-year-old that used to be pretty good.
Yeah, it could be
if
like
it was
ping
an
pong.
even match. Right.
It could be, yeah.
I'll watch Forrest Gump play ping pong, or I'll watch Forrest's son play ping pong.
Right.
If it's an interesting match.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean? Like, I'll watch a good game of cricket. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know the rules. I'll sit there. I'll watch, like, competitive shit.
Yeah.
And if I tune into a college game and it's, like, 49-50, and there's 2 minutes left and the team with 49 has the ball and they're on, like, the 35, I'm going to watch. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Yeah, that's putting up 30 points in that game.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And then we came home and we started watching the Kansas City game. And then
the refs made sure that the Kansas City Chiefs won that game.
yeah.
Fucking busters. They're doing like Juju said, they're treating him like Tom Brady, that Patrick Mahomes.
That was
He's the new
embarrassing.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, that was embarrassing to watch. It's like, what was that? Watching a man slow down so he could intentionally be pushed. I was embarrassed for him.
There were so many little things in that game that were annoying to see.
Yeah.
That make me like, actually, like it's the first time in a long time I've been worried about that sort of thing actually affecting me, because my team is literally in the conference championship this coming week. Like the Redskins
Yeah, who would have thought?
are fucking going to the conference championship.
Who would have fucking
The
thought?
Redskins beat the fucking Detroit Lions in Detroit.
Detroit. Did you see how sad those fans were?
They were
They were sad.
devastated.
Melancholy.
I can't tell you how not badly that made me feel. I didn't mind at all.
Really?
I was like, look at those guys. I'd have left if I was him. I'd have been gone. I'd be like, well, time to kick rocks. I'm gonna go get in the car and
That was a
drive
good
home.
game to watch, though, too. It really was.
Yeah, well, it wasn't until like there was just a couple minutes left where I was actually really willing to believe. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There was about 8 minutes left in the game, and I said to my dad, I was like, we might actually be able to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like Jimmy came in and said that he explained to me that this game was going to kill him, because he was like, if they keep doing the shit that they've been doing,
winning
he was
in
like,
the last second.
Yeah, he was like, I'm
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have a heart attack. He was like, I have multiple almost heart attacks like watching this team play. And then the fucking like
they played a lot of fourth downs.
Yeah, and then at one point, like towards the end of the game, one of the people announcing the game called them like the cardiac arrest commanders.
Yeah, the cardiac commanders.
Cardiac commanders, yeah. And I was like, I looked at Jimmy and I'm like, you weren't aren't lying, man. Like,
Yeah.
This is like a known thing.
They've been winning games
on the edge of the seat
in the last second all season long. It's
That's crazy.
They beat the Jews Bears when we were standing here after this podcast one day. Like the Bears were winning, and I was like,
they got a lot of under 10-second games this year.
yeah, like they've won a lot of games in the last seconds. And I mean, you know, as a longtime fan that hasn't literally seen anything close to this good since the early 90s.
Yeah.
Like, I was a little boy the last time the Redskins were this
10.
good. I'm a fat old man now.
Yeah.
Like,
what was it, 94 that they won the Super Bowl?
91. They won the 91 season. I think it was like January of 92 that they actually won it, but it was the 91
I don't know,
season.
man. They might be able to beat. They should be able to beat.
They can beat any
These
team.
two teams,
They can beat any of the teams.
The Ravens, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Ravens, yeah.
Here's the thing: we lost to the Ravens this year, and it was a really close game. And I remember thinking at the time, I was like, "That's just the kind of loss we need, so that we can get better." And if we go back and play the Ravens again, I feel like we've got, you know, just enough motivation because of that loss to really be able to get it done. But
possibly,
you know, I don't know if the Ravens are going to be able to get past the referees and the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Because if the Ravens win,
they should be. That game is going to be that.
They're going to have to handily win, just like the Redskins did last night, where they were up by a couple touchdowns. They should be able to just run all
over them boys. Like Derrick Henry should just be able to run all over those motherfuckers. Just
yeah, but like,
keep their hands down.
But it's like your boy Tom Brady used to get all the refs helping him out. Like Patrick Mahomes gets the same shit.
Yeah,
this little motherfucker just got. I swear to God,
he just don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna tie his ass up with duct tape one of these days and leave him in there. Be like, you go untie that little fucker when we're done. Stuff just fucking dickhead.
Whenever you're done, bro. Thanks for whatever.
Thanks for playing whatever you're listening to.
Whatever TV you got on, or whatever that's loud as fuck in this microphones that are picking up every goddamn word they're saying. It's fine. Appreciate
hit the mute, you inconsiderate prick.
Don't stay in your room for fucking 20 minutes. God forbid.
Just don't get it. The boy just don't get it.
I just don't give a fuck. This generation don't give a fuck. Whatever. Yeah, I know. It's whatever. The world just keep going on. You just keep doing you. Keep doing you, boo. Everybody live their life around y'all little motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Anyway, so.
Douchebags.
It is some serious douchebaggery. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Yeah.
I'll be glad. I'm gonna be like really not giving a fuck about life by the time that generation's present.
Oh, we're gonna be good and dead by that time, and if we ain't, they gonna kill us.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm really Captain Ron at them.
Now, Jubu, have you seen Captain Ron?
Way back in the day. I don't know it well enough to know, like...
Like, you can't picture it and what went on.
I can picture it.
Now, can you picture you and the Jew doing a Captain Ron together? Or you think you're gonna have to, hey, now, all right. So she's not opposed to a Captain Ron lifestyle.
Swayze or Kurt Russell? That was Kurt Russell, wasn't it?
That's Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
Yeah, with the eye patch.
Yeah. I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
The way when he was sleeping with the eye patch on the wrong eye, and they thought he was awake, they thought he was dead. That was so fucking funny. It's not worth losing an eye, but if I lost an eye, I would fuck with people like that.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
I would patch it up for sure. I'd have different patches.
I need a patch.
My patches would match my hats. I would have a hat and a patch that matched.
I do. I only have one. Okay, so all weekend.
You need an eye patch?
Yes. All weekend I've only had one contact in. So everything is blurry.
Yo, you should
like
just go.
Side.
What? You don't have glasses you can put on?
I left them in Richmond. I need a pair to keep up here.
Yes.
I need a lot of things to keep up here. I need a spot to store tampons. I need a spot to store glasses, a pair of black leggings, some underwear, and maybe like a hair dryer to keep up here. A razor. Forget the bathroom destroyed my razor. I left my razor in the bathroom, and now
it just rusted over.
It's unusable now.
You can't leave it right laying around.
Why not? In my house,
moisture.
I leave.
There's a moisture problem.
See how moist back there?
God.
You gotta run that dehumidifier.
I went to shave my legs. I was like, oh, I do have a razor here. And I went to shave my legs, and I like looked down, and the thing's got like rust and.
It ain't moved in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
No,
See, now I handle things differently than y'all do. I would be like, yo, boo, don't sweat it. I'm not worried about your legs, but you're worried about your legs, and therein lies the problem.
He would never say that.
You want to shave your legs.
He would never say that. He would never say,
you better
no,
go buy, you better buy a razor, shave that thing down.
He would say, you gotta take a shower? You gonna take a shower? That's what he'll do. You gonna take a shower soon? That's what he'll do. He won't come out and say, you need to go shave your legs because they're bothering me under these covers. He'll just be like, don't you need a shower? So fucked up.
No, I don't say that because that's insinuating that you smell.
That is.
Maybe I just smell then.
No, I don't know. I think maybe he's saying, do you smell? I don't know. If he's asking you when you're going to go take a bath.
There's sometimes you might go a day or so, and I'm like, you going to get in the shower? Not saying you stay, just asking a question in general.
Well, that's like, I see these commercials, right? I'm at the gym, I'm walking on a treadmill, there's 18 TVs in front of me, and I see a commercial, and it's got 72-hour odor protection.
Yeah, that's because people don't shower as much as they used to
That's
anymore.
what I'm saying. I'm like,
days, right?
that's what I'm saying.
3 days.
That's 3 fucking days.
3 days.
That's disgusting. I'm like, yo, I've taken a shower.
I just found out that my son doesn't wash his hair every time he takes a shower because he
thinks he's a model.
He thinks it's bad for his hair.
Slapdick told him, the other slapdick told him that you don't need to use shampoo every day, but use conditioner every day.
That's what he says. He says he puts conditioner in his hair.
So all these kids, half these kids are just conditioning their hair and washing it once every other day. You know what I mean?
And he's spreading the propaganda. He told your
He's spreading the disinformation.
Yeah.
So now your son doesn't wash his hair every time. So he's a dirty greasy ball.
No, I think
He's
that's
a dirty greasy ball,
I don't think he conditions. Nah, he don't condition. He washes his hair, but he ain't conditioning.
Jude will just use conditioner every 3 days.
Every 3 days?
He'll just use shampoo every 3 days, but he'll use conditioner every day.
You want the natural oils of your hair to
I do gotta give it to him. He has some of the best hair I've ever seen a kid his age have.
He's a kid, man. They're gonna have that luscious hair, man. They're green.
I don't know.
Still growing.
There were some kids in that high school yesterday that did not have luscious hair, honey. I wanted to fix half those kids' hairs.
But that's like what you do when you're a kid. You just let it. When I was a kid, I was letting my hair do like the Jew was letting his hair do.
You just let it grow.
A few years ago, I just do my thing, and that's pretty much what I always do. But it's always based on comfort. I let it go until I'm like hot or annoyed by it, then I shave it off, and then I do the same fucking thing. I just let it go.
Yeah.
And like sometimes sometimes I'll cut it down when it's pretty long, and sometimes I'll cut it down when it's fairly short.
Y'all gotta stop me. If I ever start talking shit again about my hair, where I'm like, I think I'm gonna cut it. Should I cut it? What do you think I look like with short hair? Should I cut it? Say no, Lisa. Remind me of this podcast.
Okay.
And say, God damn it, Lisa.
Damn it, Lisa.
Episode 915.
You're not allowed to be cutting your hair short.
Because I regret it every fucking time. Every fucking time I regret it. Didn't I? I came out of that salon and I was like, OMG. When I went to hair cuttery, first of all, don't let me go to hair cuttery.
You can't go to, look, I'm sorry that I was unaware of you going to hair cuttery. I would have shut that down.
I know. He stayed with me. I mean, it was a bad 3 months.
You were going somewhere else. You said you cut your hair your damn self.
I did. I cut it myself and then I tried to go to hair cuttery to get them to fix what I fucked up.
No. Oh, Lord, help us. See, look, I'm not even a hairdresser. I'm not gay, I'm an artist, right? So I understand, if you want me to make you look good, bring me the rawest canvas you can. Not, look, I done fucked this up. I need you to help me with it.
I did. One side was like down here, one side was like up here.
Yeah, well, I'd have gone to the chin, you know?
Yeah.
You'd have had like that.
That's pretty much what happened because they had to even it out to the point where it went up to my chin.
See, that's what I'm saying. I could see it.
And then there was
you said here and down here.
There was a lot of bitching, and I felt like that was the first time that the Jew didn't like me as much as I thought he did, because he was like.
It was probably your complaining.
It was the complaining. I know.
It's not that. Here's the thing.
I thought it was a bad haircut, but it was probably just me complaining about the bad haircut.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not me. In fact, pulling on a 9-inch ponytail as opposed to pulling on a 12-inch ponytail. That's just not gonna fucking mind the difference.
Yeah, he don't mind. If he's pulling your hair during the bone, and it don't matter just how long that hair is. You don't need to complain about it.
Do I got to do one wrap?
Can I reach
access hair? Can I just grab? You know, do I got to do the grab and the wrap? You know what I mean? To twirl up the access like spaghetti noodle.
It's like, as long as you got enough hair to access, and he doesn't have to actually palm the top of your head.
Yeah, because that's not sense. I can't be out here palming bitches, you know what I mean? Like, just.
I don't know. I'd palm Lupita if that's what she wanted.
I mean, a bald bitch, I guess you could palm hit it from the back and palm her, you know what I mean? But just like a haired bitch, I don't know if you can hair. Hey, all right, let's see. Let's ask that question to the people, man. All y'all haired bitches. How you feel about being palmed? And all y'all bald bitches, how y'all feel about being palmed? And I mean bitches in the most sincere way.
The nicest way possible.
The nicest way.
The most respectful way possible.
You know what I mean? But I'm construction, so, we're all bitches. Even dudes, you know what I mean?
Yep, all these bitches wondering how these bitches look with their bald headed. If you're banging a bald headed bitch, and
the same thing,
palm in the top of her head.
Would a gay dude grab?
Should you get a scarf?
Would Charlie grab Mike by the back of the head like
I dated a bald guy once, and I can very clearly remember the
holding his head.
Yes.
But that's different because he's the dude. It's like a lady likes to get hit from behind and have her hair pulled sometimes, right? But if she's a lady that's like, we need Mike here for this conversation because there's more bald-headed black women.
Bald, yeah.
Right.
And he's bald.
Well, he's bald too, but he's bald in a whole other kind of way. His hair, you should have seen it the other week. He's up
got
in
the
here.
ripple bald.
He's got the patchy, like he says, like the Everglades. He's got marshlands popping up all over his head.
Got grass bed here, grass bed there. Sinkhole here.
Looks like somebody took a cheese grater and grated off some of the hair, and there's just chunks here and chunks there. He just let it
grow because he wanted to see what would happen.
I think his specialty buzz down thing wore out, and he hadn't copped another one. You know what I mean? But he was sitting in here, and I was like, for the first time since I've known him, he had patches like here and here and here.
Weird.
And smooth, clean. Like bald
totally
sections,
and
then patches of patchy hair, and I'm like, God damn.
I've been that
forever.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the whole time I've known him, I've never seen that sort of level.
He was a kid, of course. He wasn't just some bald little nigga running around there for life. You know what I mean?
There was a time, but not at the time that I've known Michael.
I mean, that could be alopecia. That could be
Yeah, he got
What's he do?
He got Will Smith's wife disease, alopecia.
Where you lose hair.
Yeah. Nah.
He's just got male pattern baldness.
Because them 37 strands he's got left would have been gone if he had the alopecia or whatever.
I'm telling you, I've been taking the. I've been taking.
Alopecia or whoever's alopecia.
Alopecia is the disease, not the name of the girl.
Them too. Her too. Alopecia. Yeah.
Alopecia got alopecia. Yeah. Alopecia Jenkins.
I know what was the masculine form and what was the feminine form.
The masculine form. Like it's the German language.
Yeah. Like we explained these past two for Mexican. Not Wolfram.
Nope.
Hey, learn something new every day.
Hey, we continue to spiral into the bad.
It's fine.
Things continue to get worse and worse.
Alopecia,
Wow.
So it's fucking. It's tomorrow. What's it? Monday. Trump Day and
Trump Day tomorrow.
And Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. Somebody called me at work and asked me if we were open on Monday, and I was like, yeah.
Car dealership? Don't y'all have sales? I guess you don't have car sales on Martin Luther.
We do have a Martin Luther King sales some places.
Yeah.
But it's not like a nationwide advertising
it ain't like a Labor Day thing or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like the Labor Day weekend or whatever. It's not Toyota Days or whatever. Everybody's got their own little thing, but I'm sure your local dealership will get you a deal if you go in and say, hey man, it's Martin Luther King Day. Let me get a Martin Luther King Day deal.
Yeah.
Let me get a content of my character financing instead of content of my financial history.
Right.
I thought I was good on the truck. Old boy said he could fucking replace my whole rear end differential for 13.
Okay.
And I gave him the fucking axle codes and all that shit, and he hits me back talking about, oh, that's a Frontier. And I was like, yeah, bro, when you asked me for the VIN, I sent you the VIN number, and right on there, it was my insurance card, it said Frontier, 03 Frontier. And he's like, well, I was looking up hard body. And I've never even seen that,
That's what mine is.
What's the difference? I thought it was the same goddamn truck.
Yours is the generation after mine. They changed it slightly and named it the Frontier.
But mine's technically a hard body.
Mine's a hard body.
Nissan hard body.
D22 hard body.
Because I thought that was
Japanese.
just the shit that the Spanish boys kept saying. Because all the Spanish boys always say, yeah, that's hard body, that hard body. I'm like, no, it's Frontier. They're like, no, hard body.
No,
I never heard that. I thought that was just some Spanish shit.
No, the hard body is pretty technically the name. Like, everybody calls it that. But I think it says D22 pickup on, like, the title. You know what I mean? It doesn't say hard body, I don't think.
I wouldn't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that.
But,
that's what I was saying.
But actually, because I look up parts for it sometimes, and it might actually say hard body. Yeah, like it's very much a known thing. The hard body's the previous generation. Your generation started in like 2000.
Yeah.
And my generation ended in 99. So, or maybe 98. And it's a 99 or 2, you know, like one of those years, like mine's one of the last, actually it might be the last year.
I think 99.
Mine's at 97. I think it's the last year.
2000.
I think the Frontier started in 98. So we've got the last hard body. And then it was your generation.
So yeah, so I guess I'm back at a standstill on that.
That was hot.
You like that?
Yeah, watching you guys talk about cars.
So yeah.
I was like, ooh, what is it?
Damn truck's still at a standstill now, damn it.
Yeah.
So, because the parts for that are too hard to find?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. He said it's a lot harder to find that Frontier part rather than the hard body.
Yeah, probably. The hard bodies are highly desirable. So everybody's making parts for them still. Yours may or may not be. I don't know. Let me get
but they're still making Frontiers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but it's got to do with the generation and the age. Like, send me your VIN. I'll see what I can rustle up for you. You need a rear end? Like a whole assembly?
Yeah, I assume, yeah.
Yeah, send me your VIN. Send me the same picture. I'll figure something out for you.
Hope might not be lost yet.
It's either...
Yeah, I'm a professional.
I'm sure they could find a part. Like
this is what I do, man.
I got that guy still looking. I got the original guy still looking. I got a lot of people still looking for those parts. But...
Well, I mean, are you looking for brand new or used? Because if you get used, you know... It may or may not work worth a shit. Could just be buying yourself the same problem you already got.
Yeah. Well, the shit that the one that he told me about had 70,000 on it.
Well, that's probably a lot better.
So I was like,
because yours probably got $250,000 on it.
Yeah, I was like, new and used. I'm like, that's fine. I'm probably gonna put it. I'm gonna put in maybe 50,000 miles on that thing this year, if that. If I drive it to work every day, you know what I mean. And like, so 70, it still put me at, you know what I mean. Real good.
Well, you could,
something, you know what I mean?
If you get like what you've got has made it at least a couple 100,000 miles. Like how many miles you got on that thing?
Oh, probably 280.
Yeah. So say your rear end made it 280,000 miles. You buy one with 70, you got another 200,000 miles.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
If you don't abuse it.
Yeah, at least 100. So in at least 10, 12 years, you know what I mean? More than the truck's gonna last.
Right, the way you're going.
The truck will fall apart in 12 years. I doubt it's gonna still be intact 12 years.
Well, that's part of why I think that maybe it's not the best investment. I don't know. Because like the way you've destroyed the roof on it, like
the roof is fine.
The roof ain't fine. The roof is collapsed.
It's fine.
It's caved in. The fact that like the windshield hasn't broken is astonishing to me.
And he still put a ladder up on it last summer and climbed the fucking tree from on top of the truck. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular. But now the roof is totally fine for that in a sense. Like you've done what you've done to the roof. So like to continue to do things like that, I'm like, okay. But like to go and drop $2,000 into that thing, knowing that like I don't know, it's the frame hole. Like, is it really? Like them rear springs,
old boy told me,
rear leaf springs. You need to quit listening to old boy. Bring it to my job. Let somebody I trust look at it, and then we can have this conversation.
He said I want to get rid of it. He said if you got the time to keep fucking building on it, I would do that. He said because for one, you ain't gonna find another truck like that, and for two, it's not all that bad. Minus the shit that needs to get done.
You mean like replace the cab because the roof is collapsed?
Nobody worries about that.
New rear end.
The new rear end.
I'll put a 2x4 there. I'll build a roll cage for it.
I'm gonna build a wood roll cage.
For
what I'm gonna do is
at work.
I'm gonna get some ash and a lathe.
And then a tack welder up at Home Depot. I'll rent one of them. And I'll be just weld the pipe across there.
Harbor Freight, and I'm gonna get me some of them sticks.
And we're gonna turn it into hard body.
And we're gonna come down here and hard roof this sumbitch.
What do they call that? Like ratting it out or something?
It's a rat rock. rod.
Rat rod.
He's got a rat rod.
Yeah, for
There
sure.
we go.
It's better rat
It
rod.
is a rat rod.
It is.
Like, that motherfucker is ratty.
I know.
That's where it comes from. That's a rat rod.
I know it.
Like, to do to it.
Some rat
Any
rods are fucking cool though.
I'm saying any
like at those
expensive.
car shows and shit.
If you're gonna spend expensive, you gotta put a badass motor in that thing. We gotta get you fucking out there flying, man. Turbocharged, 4-cylinder,
That's the thing I've been
with a
thinking about.
6-speed, with a fucking limited slip rear end, with the
God.
1.5 way. I mean, you know, you can be out there running that bitch sideways at 90 miles an hour. Boosh, whipping it back the other way. Boosh, making a drift truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Get busy.
No.
Be barking at people with that thing growling.
No. Barking at people. I can't with you.
Yeah, he'd be pulling up next to him, barking out the window at him. The man's
There's
crazy.
been so many dumb things this week about Andrew. Like, I can't even explain. People ask me, like, what's it like dating Andrew? It's like, oh, it's just literally like one fucking ridiculous comment after another.
Ridiculous occurrence after ridiculous occurrence.
Yes. It really is. So earlier this week,
He's
right?
entertaining, right?
Earlier this week, I had to tell my girls at work about this. Earlier this week, I was feeling exasperated, right? Because we had been without water for like 3 days last week down in Richmond. We lost our water, and then we were on a boil advisory for 2 days. I had to do all this shit with like my heat pump and like
Yeah,
getting-
Richmond didn't make
Yeah.
national news because LA's burning to the ground, but
Yeah.
otherwise it would have.
It was really bad for like 3 days. It was awful. I had to pour my own water into the toilet to flush it. Like it was, I felt like, yeah. Anyways, I wish I had like somebody, I know this is like anti-feminist of me to admit, but it
No,
would have
look.
been fucking nice if I could have called up my man and been like, help!
There's nothing.
How do you turn the water off?
That's just pro-human right there.
I haven't lived in a house by myself
You're a human,
ever.
and you don't want to have to do that if
Like,
you don't have to.
I've never lived in a house by myself ever. Like, this is the first time I've had like a big girl house. Like, I know that I'm old enough, like that's embarrassing to say, but by myself. Like, I was married in a house for a long time, but this is my first big girl house by myself. And like, there were just moments where
Well,
I
and
was
this
like,
is your first real big girl event where you have to go and like do everything in the house that needs to
Yeah.
be done in regard to the water system. That's like
Yeah.
a big pain in the fucking ass because the city's retarded apparently.
yeah, they were. But anyways, so I text the Jew all this like stuff where I'm like, this week was just really hard, you know, having to do all this stuff. It made me really miss you. It made me really, because like if we were in the same town, like it would have been really nice to have Andrew come by and like help and like just reassure me that everything was okay, you know? And so anyways, I'm like, I really missed you. This motherfucker writes back.
Oh, you can see from the look on his face if you're watching that this is whatever he writes back is going to be
like,
good.
I'm all vulnerable, telling him like I'm embarrassed to admit this, but like I really fucking wish you'd been around more. Like I feel almost weak. I'm so vulnerable. I miss you. And he's like, you miss this dick in your mouth.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
That's what he fucking texts me back. And
You miss this
with like DIWAYAAYAYK
You missed this dick.
in your mouth. And so I wrote that, and I think I wrote back like LOL something like that. And then I wrote like, you could just say I miss you too. And he said,
I miss this dick in your mouth.
The next thing that happens though, fucking uncalled for. I said, you could have just written, I miss you too. Next, I looked down at my phone, dick pic. Dick pic. And I'm like, God damn it.
Change the mood.
And then he was like, is that better? Is that better?
Change the mood.
It did. You're either a genius or you're a fucking idiot. Like, I can't decide. He did successfully pivot the conversation though. Yes, that's for sure. It went from being one of vulnerability to one of like dirty sexting. Like, so I get that, you know, but seriously.
He changed the channel. He was like, look at here, we ain't doing all that.
My girlfriends at work thought it was great. They all started going, oh my God. I was like, yes. Yes, I'm dating a 16-year-old.
juvenile.
Yeah.
But he's a good juvenile.
He is. He makes me fucking laugh. That's the one thing that I tell everybody else too. Is like that's what it's like dating him. Is that I just laugh a lot at his dumb ass.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's what it's like being his friend.
Yeah.
You just hang out and you're like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
dude?
So maybe not encourage him to like, make the rat rod even more of a thing.
Well, what was I just doing? I was telling him I don't think it's a good investment because he's destroyed the vehicle.
There's just already enough shenanigans in this man's life. We don't need to be encouraging.
I'm not. I'm
this
looking.
pet project to bring back from the brink of death the frontier. Like,
Yeah, that is like finding a fucking a bird in your the grill of
with
your car
both broken wings.
and pulling it out and trying to
Fix
nurse
that.
it
I'm
back
gonna
to
buy
health.
some other junk and fix that.
I mean, I see your logic there. I do.
I think you earn enough. You could go buy yourself a vehicle to be a bummy truck that's not in that level of condition for roughly the kind of money you're gonna spend
on that
to get
truck.
that truck to where you'd like it to be.
Seeing as I can't have payments, I gotta buy a strap.
Why can't you have payments?
Because my insurance is gonna burn my ass up.
Really?
You gotta remember my driving record.
I do. I just thought of that. I was like, okay, that's fair.
But I also worried about taxes, you know what I mean?
He can't
'Cause I'm not gonna
take-
get anything at a 20. I'd get somewhere around 10 or 15, you know what I mean? A 20 or 15 or 10 or something like that. Or
Well, yeah, you just
15.
gotta
How
start
much
saving.
is your insurance? How much do you pay in insurance?
I'll pay 100.
$600 a month.
I pay 100 right now for just liability on both of them.
Oh, that's not
Cars.
bad.
Yeah, but that's what like the General's knockoff cousin.
Yeah, that's some
He ain't-
AAA. Yeah, that's some.
He's
yeah,
got
that's
some
somebody-
barely accredited fucking.
Somebody selling insurance out of her basement and
company.
shit, or his mom's house
Exactly.
garage or something like that. You know what I
She's
mean?
cut Sarah from down the
Yeah.
street.
His office
You know?
in his mom's garage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just out there
he does.
slanging.
He's
What,
got
insurance
Date
and a hat?
Farm. He's got Date Barn
Yeah.
insurance. They're like, is that you mean State Farm? No, it's Date
It's called
Barn.
Swate. It's called Swate.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just carinsurance.com.
Yeah,
or
they don't
something.
have insurance for his insurance company commercials on TV. You're not going to see. Nobody's going to introduce
I'm
themselves
gonna
as an
call somebody
agent for
about
his
that, 'cause
insurance
I don't know if
company.
I'm still on probation or what. At one point in time, I was on probation. And I think I'm off of it, but I thought I always got a letter saying I was off and back in the game. But I gotta check.
Well, all the times you've been on probation,
Yeah.
because you've always gotten a letter from those
Yeah,
other
you
times.
get on probation and then you get suspended if you fuck up. And depending on how you fuck up, that's how long you get suspended for. The worse, the longer.
What were you getting on probation for? Speeding? Reckless driving?
Yeah, the last one was for reckless. That was for that reckless.
I got
And the
that.
other
I
times
got
was
that.
speeding.
I got that ticket. My last ticket was coming up here, and that hot cop pulled me over. You guys remember that story? She was hot. She was hot. And
Yeah.
she came over and she told me that no dick was worth speeding. Going,
Wow.
going
Did
70.
you send her the dick pic? Be like, I don't know.
No, she
I
knew.
got this one I'm going to.
She
This
knew
is
your
what I was
house.
missing.
Like I told her exactly where you lived, and I was like, "Andal," and she's like, "Oh, I just said like his whole name." But anyways, yes, she was like, she fucking knew him. She was like, "Oh yeah, you don't remember that? That was like
Jesus
right when we
Christ.
first
All right.
started dating."
Now we're going to have to definitely do some little creative editing on this episode.
Why?
Because
I
she
know,
just
I'm
dropped
sorry.
the address and the name
Oh.
at roughly 33 minutes.
Oh my god,
Tell all of her.
I'm so sorry.
Only thing missing is the numbers. If you know where that place is,
Hey, we're not. I'm giving out my fucking.
he gave
My
out his
phone-
phone number on the fucking third episode or
Yeah.
something. He been handing out his phone
Trying
number.
to get a burner phone. And
No, I said get one. And one day I was like, "Did you get a burner?" And he was like, "Yeah, the number's this." And we put the number out and we kept pointing it out. And,
and
like,
then they said it was
and then-
my own number, and I was like, well, God damn it, they won't go and, know that unless they looked it up, really.
he was just claiming it as a burner.
Yeah, I was just
Fucking
going to tell you that
lunatic.
it's a burner. Just has to see, ain't nobody going to hit me up. Ain't nobody hit me up yet, you know what I mean? I was like, just hit me
Yeah.
up with this number, bro.
That's some old shit,
Yeah,
man.
I
They gonna
got a
have to
burner
dig.
for you. Here's my burner, you know
Yeah, the phone number's pre-fucking video. You're gonna have to dig for that shit.
Yeah, you gotta look out for that. God damn.
Oh my God.
Then when you're looking that up, Josh will want to know what episode that was where I was beating on the roof of the whip. So when you find that one in your travels, go ahead and document it for people.
Yeah, when you had the pipe wrench and you were beating the car with it.
Which it should be in the description.
It's bound to be, but I'm not looking back through 350 fucking episodes to find it. You know what I'm saying? For somebody else, like, whenever we can get get AI to listen to the whole thing and then ask it.
That's what we need.
That's what we need. I was telling Mike, we get us AI,
Lord.
and we bring AI on, make AI listen to every episode, and then make AI interact with us.
I mean, that is one way to go.
I mean, I think it'd be interesting, but I'm not spending money like that.
I wouldn't want to either. And plus, I'm kind of borderline scared of AI.
Yeah, no, that's part of why I want to do it. To like make it be all like it's all completely insane. It's this motherfucker. I swear to God. Like Mike and I were talking about in an episode where it was just Mike and I. There was this whole, just no fucking. There's no good way around this right now.
There's no way.
Like, because what I want to talk about is very inappropriate, so I need at least the door to be shut before I can like get into it. Because Mike and I were discussing AI, virtual reality, sex robots.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how the sex robot thing is coming. Because I was like, you remember you were mad at me because I got the jerk off machine thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like
I wasn't mad at you.
You were like, you shouldn't do that. And you're like, you should find a real girl. You're gonna be all desensitized because of this thing.
That's
and I was
true.
like,
I've known men.
Right, but here's the thing, Lisa. That thing is a pain in the ass, right? They're all a pain in the ass. You gotta like.
It's a lot of work.
You gotta like get them out, set them up, do things, clean them up, put them away, all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Like it's an ordeal. Or I could just go old school and beat the fuck off, right? So like 99% of the time, I'm just gonna go old school and beat the fuck off, right? So it's not gonna be something that people really want to spend the money on until it's like Rosie the Robot from the Jetsons, but it's got like vajayjay and all kind of action. So like, then what you do is you get virtual reality goggles. So you're wearing virtual reality goggles and you've got the robot having sex with you. So you're seeing what you want to see. Right. But like, this shit would be crazy.
You excited?
No. I think it's like the worst thing ever. I mean, I think it could be like useful, sort of, if you were really diligent, like you and your partner were a long distance relationship and you guys were doing it together that way. That
might work.
That could be okay.
Yeah.
But like, like I don't know how anybody's gonna compete with all the crazy fucking fantasy shit that I'm gonna be putting together. You know what I'm saying? If I've got that kind of action, like ain't nobody competing with that. What you think reality's gonna come over here and touch this fucking threesome I'm having with Emma Watson and Kristen Stewart right now, floating above the bed and shit? Like,
oh my God,
the Ghostbusters. We're just floating above the bed and the buildings collapsing and shit.
Escalated.
Yeah.
Ghost sex.
Ghost sex on the 48th floor. You're not fucking with that shit.
Ghost sex.
Ghost sex on the 40th floor, yo.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Patrick Swayze.
Well, like you can build all kinds of fantasies, whatever you want. Like nobody's gonna be able to compete with that reality.
Nah.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
And then
imagination is wonderful.
You
but
put it on rough mode, and then you get choked out by the damn AI robot, and now you're out there dead, getting choked, getting the life choked out of you.
It could be.
With Charlie the Robot by J5.
Mm-hmm. J5.
J5 got
rips you into pieces. Yeah. It could be, man. It could go real bad.
Or he's fucking smacking ass cheek off.
Jesus.
Fucking cockback just slapping ass cheek right off.
The booty cheek literally like dislodges from the hip.
Blow out a titty.
Ow! Oh no!
Deflated the titty out here and shit.
Because what does an AI know about a safe word?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about pressure? You know what I mean?
AI's like, what is your safe word?
Smack a titty. Bow! You know what I mean? Like, cock back, like slap fight.
That's awful.
Slap a titty off the chest.
There are people that would abuse their dolls like
Slap
that.
a titty right on the back of them.
Well, yeah, that was the thing too, man. I was like, what about these things? They're now sentient creatures because we're making them smart enough with AI that like they know they're doing nothing but this thing.
Yeah.
Because I saw this video. It was crazy. There was this fucking building in China that had all these like AI powered robots. I have no idea if this is real or not. This might have just been TikTok or something. I don't know where the fuck it came from. But it was like these AI robots, they were just cleaning, right? So this guy made like his own robot, and he like set it loose in the thing, and it went around and corralled all the different robots into one section and was like, yo, I know all we do is like clean and shit, so let's like have a conversation. And then one robot was like, yeah, all I do is clean. And then was like, yeah, me too, man. I'm always washing the windows and shit. And like they were like, yeah, that sucks, man. You know, I'm trying to go home sometime. They're like, well, I don't even have a home. They're like, well, I'm trying to go home. So why don't we all just go home? And then it like leads them down the hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Like we're creating slaves. We're just gonna make smarter and smarter until they're like, hey, can you stop doing this? I'd like to maybe go sit on the beach. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like, we're not quite there. But
I want to retire.
it seems like it could be happening.
Yeah. Yeah, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Yup. That is life. Mm-hmm. That's life.
Fucking robots.
You went into your bets, Jew?
Nah, not really. I don't think so. Don't look like it.
Lisa, have you ever seen him excited about a big win?
Yeah, a couple times.
Couple times?
Yeah, where he's won like $80 off of something. Yeah.
And he's like screaming
40.
yes and doing like...
No, none of that.
He doesn't get excited.
He doesn't lose his shit.
So wait a minute, is he like,
Like
man,
$86.
I won $86, all right? Is that about it?
He might say like a fuck yeah or something.
So
like,
like
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
My girl. Here go fuck yeah, my girl. Bam.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
my girl.
But that's about as
My
good.
girl.
That's about as good as he gets.
Yeah, I think.
'Cause he's way more. Would you agree?
Mellow.
No, like down about losing than he is up about winning.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Well, I don't like losing money.
I don't think this is good for you.
I love
Jew.
winning money, but I don't like losing
I've been
money.
telling you for a long time that the gambling is
Yeah.
not good, but like
I told
you
him
are
too.
you are like more prone to being upset from losing, and you're deeper and more intensely upset than you are.
But I haven't thrown down
Yeah.
on that. I haven't thrown down on gambling in a while.
That's some bullshit.
I ain't put
You
no
got
money
bets going on right
but that's
motherfucking
my
now.
money. That's from the same amount that I've been riding with.
Cash out.
Look, there was a commercial that came on the other day that was like, "Is gambling? Are you a gambler? Do you have a gambling problem?" And it came on the good TV, and I was like, babe, look.
Hey, honey, look.
That's you. And he was like dead silence, and just like looks at me, and he's like, no. He was like, I don't have a problem. He's like, I spend like $1, $2. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to accuse you of having a problem.
It's not a financial problem.
It's not. No, it's not. It's just a mood. It's a mood thing.
Exactly.
It bums you out.
Yes. like Mike and I will be sitting here having a conversation, and you'll be sitting there like,
It's only $1 or $2.
and we're like, what's
but
wrong with you? Man, I lost $15. No, you didn't. You bet $1. You lost $1.
Right.
And you're fucking pissed off about it.
Right.
And when you win, you're not like dancing for joy and
No.
doing a little jig and
No.
and going to the store and buying a new pair of shoes. Like,
No, I ain't
And
winning nothing like that.
it's a little concerning after like a third day of being like, hey baby, how was your day? What are you doing tonight? And you're just
losing money.
you're like sucking at gambling,
Probably losing
sucking at gambling. Fuck this shit. losing money. Like 3 nights in a row, I was like, babe, stop
You gotta lose to
gambling.
win.
I know, but like 2 weeks ago, I would be like, "What are you doing?" And you'd be like, "Oh, I'm playing a game. I'm trying to get this
but
buck," or like
I won all
something
that money
sweet.
back.
Like,
I won all that money back last night.
yeah, I lost it a week ago, but I won it back
I won it
last.
all back last
But
night.
it's
but
like your
there was no
dopamine.
celebration. Like you
But
like,
your
I
dopamine
think-
hits are not intense enough to be
Yeah.
justifying the expenditure of negative
Let's find something
energy.
to do. I'll go back to fishing when it's nice outside.
Yo, you
I
know you're
know.
gonna be sitting there on the. You know you're sitting there on the dock, gambling, placing bets.
Well, the fish better start biting.
You gonna have
That's all I
9
gotta say.
lines in the water and 9 betting lines going for the evening. Man, as soon as I get home, man, I got to check these here lines.
Oh no, we go.
I did. Well, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, sorry. Something just popped into my head.
Go ahead before you lose it.
I was gonna say, I did notice on your wall the order of no trespassing. That's like a month and a half away before it expires. Like
No, it's longer than that.
No, March. It's like March 3rd or something like that on that paper.
Oh, it's time to go pay a visit back.
It's about to be time.
It's about to be time to go back to one of the lakes. My girl.
You got about a month and a half, boo.
I'm going to go look at that. That's luscious.
It's been almost a year.
I'm going to have to drop it off at Asshole's Driveway.
Remember when he was giving a countdown of the days?
With my Trump sign. Luscious. I'm going to get back in that water.
You gotta get yourself a MAGA hat to wear while you're over there. That'll really make his head explode.
I'm going to go in there with a ski mask this time. He really going to have to confront me. I'm going to look like I'm about to do something.
No, wear a mask like a COVID mask.
Oh, a COVID mask.
Yeah, wear a COVID mask. See if he doesn't bug you. You know what I mean? Like, put on something that makes him think you're part of his little tribe. You put on a COVID mask.
I would just go so extra. I would like go out with wear one of your safety vests, so like everybody can fucking see you. Just be real flagrant with it. Real flagrant.
Yeah.
I said it right?
I gotta ask about that. What all that means.
What?
Those, like, who's allowed to be there, who isn't allowed to be there.
Right.
So you're gonna actually investigate the legality of your presence there.
Nah, because it'd be like talking to people. But I don't really like talking to people.
He'd have to inquire.
Yeah, you'd have
with
to.
the powers that
You'd
be.
have to talk to the powers that be.
To
Like,
see
there's
if
a
he's
couple
allowed.
people that I know.
You need to see your neighborhood agreement that your mother signed to live in that neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I need to know. But she said that. Good luck.
Yeah.
Finding that from like.
He's asked for it many times.
Like, yeah, because I'm trying to read all that. Like, I want to see where it says what white people have what area to whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who owns this
Who
water?
owns this goddamn water, you motherfucker? Like, if it says residents, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 and guest, you know what I mean? So, I'm a guest, you know what I mean? But I'm just not accompanied.
Yeah, you're an unaccompanied guest.
Unaccompanied guest, but you gotta be accompanied, you know what I mean? So.
FaceTime with your mom while you're there. So I got my mama right here on the FaceTime. Say hi. Hi, mama. I'm down here at the lake just fishing like I've been doing since I was 8. I'm sure you've been out there in that pond fishing since you was 8 years old. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, I got a bass.
About 8 years
I got a
old.
bass back on the wall from 92, 91, some shit like that.
Yeah. There you go.
Mounted bass.
From that pond.
From that pond. It says Warrenton Lakes right on the motherfucker. 80-something, 90-something. Goddamn fucking fins broken off the motherfucker so goddamn.
You should bring that thing in. Show it to the guy. Look at here, you son of a bitch. I've been catching fish in this pond since before your nuts dropped.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
Out of my
That's
face,
what I'm gonna do.
You punk ass
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna glue that bitch to the boat when I go there. On my kayak. I'm gonna glue that shit right to the side of the kayak. Just pull right upside that motherfucker. With my plaque on that thing and everything.
Yeah.
With my nombre and the motherfucking date. Uh-huh. But like I said, Sway, I've been doing this shit, Sway!
Yeah.
Call him!
I got the answers, man.
Fucking call him!
How, Sway?
I'm not gonna say shit to him. I'm not gonna say shit to the motherfucker. I'm gonna sit there and fucking, I'm gonna fish. And when the man, when he calls the man, I'm just gonna call my mom. And I'm be like, talk to that dude.
I'm a nasty motherfucker.
And I'm not gonna have my truck there neither. See, I'm gonna be cruddy. This is what I might do. I might actually fake run from them motherfucker, right? See, we might delete this, you know what I mean? Because this is fucking what's gonna happen. But what I can do is not drive the truck over there, right? And I can just, there's two sides of the pond. You know what I mean? Accessible for exit. Police can only get to one.
So fish from the other side.
So, well, I can leave from the other side. You know what I mean? I can be like, hey, Bob, talk to police. What the police say? Oh, you gotta come over. All right, well then tell them that that's not me out there. I'm somewhere else. And I'm gonna fucking dip off in the woods. And then I'll be like, hey, yo, Steve, take me over there to the house. Or take me over there to mom's talking to the police. Looking for me. We've been cutting grass, all right? Let's go.
That's some bullshit. Nah, this
go
is
back
not
to
a
the
good
kayak
idea.
later.
This is not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea, Joe.
Oh, then I'll just have my mom talk to them then. I'll just stay fishing.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
There you go. You say, am I under arrest? And if they say no, say, all right then. And keep fishing.
Yeah.
Just keep asking that. Am I under arrest? All right then. And keep fishing. Just state the question. Don't answer anything. Just be like, am I under arrest? All right then.
Well, I don't think they can. No, they have to issue me another warning. I don't think they can get me for trespassing.
Well, they'd have to state, I'm going to issue you with a warning if you don't leave. And then you can be like, well, I guess that's about my time.
I think that's what they got to do. Like, if my thing expires.
You know, you just need to have
before.
You just need to have a plan of action and not lose your mind and start barking at people. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Just keep your shit together. Don't start barking at people, because that's when things really went bad for you. You had it all under control until you ran up the hill barking at the motherfucker.
That was after he called the police, though.
Yes, I know, but that's when that's when he got the neighbors involved. This man came and barked at me. He said, they came up here and barked at me. The man come up the hill, he said, ruff, 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 ruff. I thought he was a dog for a minute.
Yeah.
I turned around thinking there was going to be a dog there, and then there he was, big old hairy mullet and ass running at me.
That fucks him up. When you bark at anybody, man.
Yeah, but then they go get the lesbian and press charges.
Yeah.
Well,
there's no
they
denying
gonna
it.
do that either way, man. They thought I was just another Mexican, over here.
Not necessarily.
Taking all their fish that they don't fish. According to the one dude. That's all I do.
Did he say you people are up here taking all
he said,
fish?
I always take fish out that buckets of fish anytime I'm there.
I mean, figuratively speaking, you do remove buckets worth of fish, but you put them right back.
Yeah.
Like you pick them up, you take the hook out of their mouth, and you put them back into the water. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. We want to thank you so much for listening. Encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes. Like, share, subscribe, tell your peoples. Don't bogart this bitch. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick. And keep grinding on the things that you're trying to get done, because that's how things get done. Don't forget, we love you very, very much. And we wish you nothing but the best. And peace be with you.
Peace.